Joining us now is Ruby Chen, father of American-Israeli soldier Itay Chen, being held by Hamas. Ruby, you and I spoke earlier this week. I just want to get your reaction.
You know, it's a mixed bag of emotions, and thanks for having me. It's excitement, anticipation, but also anxiety because the president did call out for the release of the 48 hostages, but Hamas have said that there are some that they do not know how to find. So there's still that piece of anxiety to know that indeed my son will be one of those that will be coming out.
Ruby, you and I spoke about this when I chatted with you earlier in the week, how we've watched your courage and the efforts to bring your son home. Do you believe that moment could be on the horizon, even though you just told us that you don't know which of the hostages may actually be released or are in control of Hamas? You hold out hope, though, yes?
Yes, we do. You know, the president, he showed a lot of conviction, about this deal. He knows, who to yell at, when to yell, and what to yell. And, he made this happen. And I need to thank also Mr. Steve Witkoff as well as Mr. Jared Kushner for being there and pushing this over the finish line, and the White House team that has been so dedicated to the hostage families. You could see the president himself, he, has come to know the hostage families, specifically the U.S. hostage families, but all the others as well. And he wanted to get this done, and he made it happen. And for that, God bless him for that.
And this would be just phase one as well, that this would not be over until all the hostages are returned. President Trump is reportedly planning to visit Israel in just days, and many even that he may even address the legislature there. What does this deal mean for the United States, given now how this war has created fierce division here at home and in Israel?
So I think that the president laid it out in his inauguration speech. He spoke about ending conflicts. He wants to see prosperity in the Middle East that the U.S. economy could also benefit from, and creating a coalition of monoliths that, when extremists take control, that's not good. And we saw what happened on October 7th, that Iran wanted to stop the talks of normalization that was going on between Israel and the monolith Arab countries. And that is the victory, Nick. The victory is having that normalization piece happen. And I think when Mr. Witkoff and Mr. Kushner leading this, and Secretary Rubio as well, I think that we have a pretty good chance of seeing a different Middle East and cementing the military achievements that were created to a long-standing diplomatic peace. That's what we've been wanting for a long time.
And Ruby, before I let you go, I do want to ask you this. You and I talked about this before. You just said how you've been to this edge before. Why do you think this particular ceasefire convinced Hamas to release the hostages?
I think at some point in time, I think they understood that the hostages are more of a liability than an asset. I, of course, would have preferred them to come to that conclusion much sooner, as well as the United States also making sure that taking any U.S. hostage should be a liability and not an asset. And I think that they also understood that this, military attack is not going to end until they get all the hostages out. And what we see in this deal is that the hostages are front-loaded, coming out at the first phase compared to what Hamas wanted, which was at the end of the stages. So I think we have here a chance for a new beginning. And of course, we all want to see all the hostages come out. And I pity the fool that will not get all the 48 hostages out, and that is, referring to the Hamas folks and making sure that all those 48 come out, because that's what the president demands. And I expect that's what we're going to see.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.